Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be trying to do some more puzzles, this time 3,500 to 4,000. I was very proud of myself when I did complete that 3,000 rated puzzle, and I'm searching for the same high, you know? So this was the first thing that came to my mind. I don't know why. I guess trying to hunt down the pawns. If here. But then if here, pawn seems to be running. So this also seems logical. Here, up, but then push, and I'm not stopping this pawn. The question is, how do you stop this pawn, I think. Maybe... Wait, so we're white. Alright, so let's just back to basics. We're white, so we're going this way. We've also got a pawn to... We've got our own assets, you know? What about this check? To do. Check. Comes in. I'd like to build a bridge, you know? Where you get your king to this square and then put your rook here so that the rook no longer sees the pawn, and you can promote. What about just promoting? Decoy. Takes. Let's see what good that does, really. You know what? If he does this, we take. He does this, we do this. Maybe we don't need to move the king. Maybe we just push our other pawn. Yeah. Preparing to put... Oh, that's a bit harsh, guys. Like, I got the idea right. Like, obviously I was going to push the pawn, then move the rook, and then push the pawn again. Just, I did it in a different move order. Seems a bit harsh on the old chess goals, but... So here... Can't check me, I go here. I take it. What about here? Yeah, you can go like that. But I go queen. You queen. I've got checks first. I'm probably better, but actually, king might be able to scurry behind these pawns. Check. Check. If king's here, he could go here. Maybe the king escapes on these squares. So in that case, maybe we try and stop these pawns push. He goes here. We just push this pawn. Yeah. Is that? What about check first? No. Thought check, and maybe if he moves to a dark square, this promotion would come with check. Didn't see any harm in throwing this in. Even though we got that wrong, I feel like we're on the right lines with that one. Maybe I'm just delusional though, guys. It has been said. Right, here. I guess here. This wins a pawn. This little line. But first, let's go for checks, captures, attacks. Let's see if there's any checks. Not that I can see. Nothing. Captures. This pawn looks nice. But then this knight's hanging. I feel like it's that. This knight's hanging. Back 3 times. Suddenly defended twice. And also, this isn't defended sufficiently. So it exploits a problem for him. It removes a problem for me. Seems to be a dual purpose move. In my not proficient for this level opinion. Let's go for it. Ah, fancy that. I was just thinking this and it just wins a pawn. It's something, isn't it? What's the material count? So we're actually pretty even. 2 rooks, 2 queen each. Pawns are pretty even. Maybe I think he's one. There's a couple of pawns up, isn't he? But this pawn's gonna die. This seems overly simple. Feels like it might be something more complicated than that. I don't. Is there any checks? No. Captures. Are there any better captures than that pawn? No. Unless this pawn. Then he's got all sorts of filth. Revealed attacks. Oh, no, he's not, because actually I take the rook. Maybe it is this pawn. But then he could maybe add a defender to this pawn somehow. He can't. Maybe that. It just looks fishy putting your queen in line with this, but actually I think it's good. No. That is just the obvious move. So now if here, here, now it is a bit more serious because there is a revealed attack because the rook is now defended. So ooh, these checks look nice. Because this king could get a bit restricted. What about this as well? That would lose the bishop though. I think check. We do it with this one. Save this rook to hit the king at some point. The queen at some point. You know what? Is this queen trappable? Here? Stay here. And then we go like, I don't know, I was thinking maybe bishop here, but yeah, the queen gets away to this square. Might not be a check. Could be here, here, check. I don't know, maybe that. Oh, it isn't. Okay. Alright, I'm a bit flummoxed. I don't know what it is. I'm not afraid to admit that. Maybe it is just win this pawn. The queen check. That's the last thing I expected. I don't know why. I just thought you'd probably want to bring a rook with tempo, you know. Or maybe centralize a rook. Then he can just respond with that. What about this? Queen's got an escape route. Then we win this pawn. This. Both here. Here. We've got any little in-between checks, that would be nice. I mean, I saw we win this pawn at the end, so I went for that idea. If here, here, takes. So, what about here? Really, it doesn't really threaten anything. Here threatens the queen, which is nice. Also threatens this. Here. Yeah, which looks good. Okay, so again, like, we didn't get it, but we were sort of along the right lines for some of it. Pick our small victories. I think this is a good way to improve your chess, guys. Take a bit of time. Do some harder rated puzzles. Expand your brains. I don't know if mine's capable of expansion. Well, I'm already so big-headed. I was going to say, I feel like I'm at a certain age where I'm not really growing my brain very much. I'm only 24, but time closes in on us all. So that, I don't know, why am I looking at this move? I guess I like the fact that That hits that twice. So maybe that. Because this is pinned and attacked twice. That was my first thought, but why don't we actually use checks, captures, attacks like you should do. So here, check, here. Attack the queen and the knight for nothing. Maybe not. This. See why? Pawn's sort of pinned. Knight. Maybe I could play a move like that. Extremely frisky. I knew it was a knight move. I played every single knight move apart from the one it was. Because yeah, in the position, this is the pressure point against the queen. I looked at this, but I don't know. I didn't see why you'd do it really, other than obviously. Actually, that might be even better. Check. Could go there. Try to puzzle this out. If here, I guess he moves the queen like there. No, because he has to protect the bishop, so he has to move the queen there pretty much. Can't move it there because of the bishop. So the only way he can protect the because of my bishop. The only way he can protect his bishop is going here, and then what? Yeah. So here. Let's say we took it. Queen here. Fact here. Hmm. Maybe it's bishop then. Right, so let's calculate. If bishop here, he can probably do this. Take. I don't see that either of them is really that good. I mean, this knight is still going to be pinned next move. I could even throw this in. Seems a bit over the top, but it's fancy. Yeah, let's do this. And then, I mean, check is the queen, but he takes back the queen. So, oh, that's fancier, isn't it? Ah, threatens mate, and therefore queen, bishop. All right, so yeah, I mean, it's getting a bit tenuous to say we understood these. I mean, we've tried and we're seeing some of the themes, but we're sort of missing out on the specifics. If I'm honest, it's instructive as to my own game. Maybe that's what I need to work on. Maybe like specific strategic implementation. Would you say? Trying to sound fancy for compensating for my lack of actual puzzle solving. So what do I do? Takes. Yeah. If this straight away, he can't go back. He has to go up. And then I get this queen here, which just wins the rook, doesn't it? What am I doing? What am I doing? The king obviously is there. But yeah, this is the same sort of thing. Wait, I recognise this puzzle. I feel like I've done this before. Sadly enough. This is my prowess of chess.com puzzles. So this, good. This seems good. Yeah. I think I just remembered this puzzle from before, though. Did I do this in the last video? I don't know if I published that one, but I was recording. Yeah, I remember it because it was this, and I didn't understand why queen couldn't take. And I still don't. If king's here, queen takes, I go like that. And maybe somehow I'm mating him. I don't know. But anyway, it's that. And then it wasn't this, because that's what I thought last time. It was something really obscure. Well, it was that. And I didn't understand why. Yeah, so that was a cheat. I did not solve that, guys. I've done this puzzle before. A couple of hours ago. So, yeah, and I don't understand why that's not fine for black. Queen here and king here, sorry. And I don't know why this is so bad for black. But let me know in the comments, guys, if you have any ideas. So, black to move. H8, so we're going this way. We're trying to push these pawns. If we dislodge this knight, would be rook. So we could go here. Pawn wasn't. So how about here, here? Putting pressure on this knight. Takes, we take. An idea, but it's refuted by this move. Jack in between. I go here. He can just go check and then win knight. So let's look for checks, capture attacks. This is our only check. Here. And I don't see what that does. What about knight move? Pivot this knight over. Bit slow. Tactful enough to warrant all those wasted tempies. So, what about bringing the king up somehow? You know what? What about just pushing this pawn? Like, how does he stop that? He has to go 1, 2. So if here, he goes here, we go here. He has to go like 1, 2, 3, and I mean, the pawn's going to be murdered by that point. No, I'm not really scared of this pawn. Let's try it. That's too simple. Wow. I could have solved a 3,500 puzzle if I just traded the rooks. Knowing that this was winning. I guess I keep backing myself here, but I was sort of on the right lines. I think the puzzle is saying that no, this pawn position is winning, and therefore you should trade off the rooks. Whereas I was saying that the rook can't get over quick enough. I know I sound like I'm clutching at straws here, guys, but it is sort of a similar theme. Like, I knew these pawns were going to be good, or this A pawn specifically. I guess he does have this route. So not. Maybe I didn't understand. This does look good now. I see it on the board. Hey guys, so another failed attempt at trying to get a 3,500 puzzle solved. It's a tough one, but I do feel it coming, whether by luck or whether by a moment of inspiration. I think it's coming. Drop me a comment and a subscribe. See you next time.